Hi everybody, it is Nick from Booster, and we are carrying on the key quick conversation series, asking everybody, marketing leaders, brand owners, advertising execs, about what they believe the key is to successful and great creativity. So I'm here with Simon, and I'm going to let Simon introduce himself, but please do share with us what you believe the key is.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm Simon Goodman. I'm the founder of Over The Moo, which is a tiny little bite-sized ice cream that goes in a bag. And that was the first thing I had to do in trying to create a new brand.
Which are delicious. You should try them. They're very good.
They are delicious. Product was the most important thing.
Yeah.
But what the creativity was about trying to find something different that wasn't in the market already.
Yeah.
So a little bite-sized ice cream, a little mini choc ice in a bag, that was, stage one.
Okay.
And then you've obviously got it's all about the packaging. It's how you actually get it onto a shelf and make it stand out from, when you're in a freezer. It's a busy, competitive place. So you've got to try and stand out when you're there.
Yes, absolutely. And when you are developing those ideas, what is the source of enlightenment as far as creativity?
Well, like I suppose anybody would say, you've got to start with your research. You've got to get your data. You've got to find out what the foundation is for a great product. And, for me, it was all about snacking, dairy-free, portion control, all the things that are kind of the buzzwords in food.
Yeah.
You've got to do your research and find out where the gap in the market. And there was no question to me that dairy-free was the gap.
Yeah, amazing.
And that's what I had to sort of hone in on. Because it's such an incredible opportunity.
And you were saying that the percentage of the population beforehand, when we were chatting beforehand, the percentage of the population that has a slightly lactose intolerant is very high.
Yeah, I mean it's incredible when you think about it. That something like 2/3 of the world's population have some kind of lactose intolerance. In fact, most people have some form, but we grin and bear it. So people are looking for it. And, whether you're talking about the UK or when you start going out to Asia and the Middle East, the number of people who need a dairy-free product is so high. And the lack of quality products is incredible.
Okay, amazing. And the name Over The Moo?
So that came from an Australian brand who's, part of my organisation here. So he had a dairy-free ice cream in a tub. Yeah. But I back in the day, I helped Cadbury launch their first choc ice.
Okay.
So that was how the idea was formed, and I was determined, based on the research, to do something snack size. Okay. And that's how I arrived at little bite-sized ice cream.
Amazing. And the next step on your journey, your journey of creativity with this wonderful product?
Yeah, I mean, as people I'm sure have said to you, it's all about storytelling. But once you've done your research and found the gap, for me, creativity is absolutely fundamental to a brand because we're small, we're tiny, and you've got to stand out in a very competitive market. I'm up against the Unilevers of this world, and they are powerful, big spending people. Yes. So, we're about to, we're doing a fundraise now where we're about to launch into our first proper marketing campaign. Mm-hmm. So whether it was the packaging when we first created the product, but now trying that, storytelling to investors, to retailers, and then of course the consumer who's got to buy it and buy it again. That standing out in a noisy marketplace is so difficult. Creativity is absolutely core to that.
And also when budgets are lower, it does breed the necessity for innovation, doesn't it? And real standout, as you said.
Yeah, absolutely. Ice cream's an indulgent product. It's a fun product. So trying to get people to engage is not easy because they only believe. You've got to be authentic, I think is a critical word for me. Credible, particularly when you're talking about dairy free. There's lots of brands who are big dairy manufacturers doing dairy free, and they're not really authentic about it.
Yeah.
So your creativity, not just about the product, but actually about your delivery of how you talk about it. Yeah. That's got to be authentic, otherwise it doesn't wash.
Okay. Well, amazing. Thank you very much. And wonderful to hear the story of creativity as it's developed over the time. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Been very enjoyable.
Thank you.